Which one's which, Pat? I don't know.
I'm blinking a lot at this picture, and I'm seeing double.
Well, they both got tan suits. They both have same cups.
Same hairline.
They both have same little grimace face.
Yeah.
It's very hard. Look at those two. They're the same person.
All right, we're back in the Brand Slam. We've got a really special assignment this week, Brian. It's one that a lot of folks have been clamoring for.
I am so happy they have been clamoring for it too, because I know a lot about this show, and I'm ready to show off that knowledge.
Brian, it's all right. It's like, this is a safe space to admit that.
Okay, Pat, look, I don't know anything about Frasier.
Yeah,
all right. Well,
I don't know a ton about the show either. Here's what I do know. I know there's Niles.
Yes.
The little brother. I know there's Frasier.
Yes.
And then there's the theme song that has, it's like some jazz.
That's very useful. I'm gonna pull that theme tune up just really quickly, just so I can, ooh, good double bass, yeah.
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling, tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
Yes.
Mercy.
Mercy.
And maybe I seem a bit confused. Yeah, maybe, but I got you pegged. But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs. They're calling again.
They're calling again, Pat.
Scrambled eggs all over my face.
So he's got eggs on his face.
He does have eggs on his face. So I'm just judging from every other sitcom theme song. They do give you like a little bit of the plot synopsis, just like what to expect. So I do assume that Kelsey Grammer does have scrambled eggs on his face for most of the show. I think that even if it is covered in, scrambled eggs all over his face, as he says, it shouldn't be too hard to figure out.
It should still come through, yeah.
Yeah. So if I just I
would like to. Can we just leave a little hole so we can breathe?
Oh yes, you're right. Sorry. There we go. All right, just we need that mouth to be open. He's got to be able to get somewhere. That's great. That's a really good point. So I'm just gonna. To be honest, Pat, I think I could just maybe cut some eye holes in here, and then we're done.
I think that's pretty good. Yeah.
But I'll see what I can do. Okay. Now, Pat, it really works.
That was just our first attempt. There's a couple other options we can look at here. We can look at a multiply.
No,
those eggs are too burned.
Too burned, those ones.
Screen is a nice...
Ooh, now that's interesting, because it's more like he is slowly being ripped apart into scrambled eggs.
Yeah,
in that
which
one.
I like the concept of that, but it's not giving us what we want here.
No. Now that's
good.
I think that's really what we should be going with here.
If we drained some of the red out of these eggs, I think it would be absolutely perfect.
You're right. Now that looks like a man whose face has a lot of scrambled eggs over it. I'll just again, you wanted to...
And he doesn't know what to do with them. And you know I'm gonna need you to take those pupils out for me.
Yep, I'm gonna just go ahead and pop those babies right out of there.
No, let's puncture that egg membrane, get that out of there.
You're right. Let me do that really quick. I'll clear it from both sides.
No, okay. I do like just his steely blue gaze peeking out from the eggs.
That is good. That makes me think really, actually, Pat.
I have only egg and I must scream.
I must scream. Okay. It's just those lips peeking through.
Yeah.
There you go. There's no seams on this boy now. There we are.
Perfect.
All right. Now that's great. That's a good one. As much as I love those steely blues looking through at me, I do need those to go away.
Need those, yeah.
But
we got the mouth still, which is great.
Great. So that's it. We've got our Frasier. That's solid. Now you said Niles is his brother. Is that correct?
Niles is his little baby brother.
That's why they look so similar. And I think we really do need to make sure that you can tell the difference between these two characters. Now that's a really nice picture of David Hyde Pierce.
Perfect, dead on too. It's exactly what we need as far as like the angle.
But I don't know if you know what, Pat? I can definitely Photoshop this out. So we're just gonna, let's start with here. I'm a little bit worried about that text at the bottom, Pat. I wonder how that will affect this. I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue.
I think
right?
it should be. It is really hard to remove text.
So hard to remove text, Pat. Especially considering we want this to be just dead on in the center.
Can you shrink it a little bit more for me?
Yeah,
here?
for sure.
So
Let me just
see. I can see that this is an Avid Hyde Pierce.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Avid Hyde Pierce. That's what we call ourselves in the David Hyde Pierce fandom.
Can't we just maybe sort of content aware that out of there?
Yeah, that seems fine. I'll just go ahead and all right. So let's just content aware that. Now, Pat, that looks really good. One of his nostrils did become a lip. Pat.
And there's a much smaller lip right under his eye, I'm noticing.
Yeah, so they also decided that David Hyde Pierce has just one really heavy bag under his eye. He's just got the hefty. He's real tired on the left side, Pat.
He looks like Ron Perlman's Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, so I'll try to content aware all this out so that way we get a good skin
let's
tone.
clean that hair off.
All right, so let's just go right up into that. Now, Pat, there is a lot of skin tone there.
Hyde pile.
Pat, David Hyde Pierce has been sent to hell.
A little too much darkness over there.
Yeah, just get rid of that. You know, it's coming along, but you know what I could maybe do? I'm just gonna try this really quickly. If I can warp that out, because we got a lot of good skin tone. I just want it to be
Just stretch it a bit.
just stretch it a little bit.
You know, we are draping this over a 3D character model.
Yes, for sure.
So, like, we need it to be warped. We need it to be more narrow in the middle and wider on the sides.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's absolutely. I'm glad you asked about that, Pat, because I can definitely do that. The top doesn't have that much deformation, right? Okay, so let's
resume back. Yeah. Good.
Now, is that what you wanted? You said you wanted just the right side to be scrunched in a little bit.
I would love it if we could get the other side, but I mean, this is what we've got to work with.
Exactly. You know, you can't rush beauty, but we do have to rush beauty right now. We've got David Hyde Pierce looking right.
Cool. All right, well, let's get these into the game and get going.
All right, perfect.
So let's get to it. Let's first of all,
and so good to see Fraser Crane finally joining us.
Now,
yeah, we do need to match the skin color.
We do want to make sure that it's not incongruous, so we do need to match the skin color.
I mean, it's interesting because he does say that like scrambled eggs all over my face, and,
right?
But I do think obviously I just pulled a theme. I didn't listen to the extended, so I did imagine that later on in the song he talks about scrambled eggs all over my body.
Yeah, right there, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's perfect. I'd trust this man to give me psychological advice.
Oh, we did it again.
Do you think that's what Ryan Reynolds looks like when he's mocapping for Detective Pikachu? Because I wouldn't be surprised. So he's just wearing his standard suit if we can find one. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good baseline.
I don't know if you'd go for the rolled sleeves. I think he's a sleeves all the way down type of man.
You're right, if we can find one. But I do love the tie a lot. And if it comes between rolled up sleeves and no tie, it should definitely include the tie.
Is he a vest man? You think
Yeah,
he's a vest man?
absolutely he's a vest man. He's got that, and he's and like again, that's a good texture for the vest.
Yeah, okay.
That's like a good tweed. So just something real beige, real tan, unobtrusive. Just like I don't know, even more beige, I guess.
Yeah, more beige. And what color tie would you go with?
Probably beige. He's trying to keep the resale value of his body up, so he's just painting everything beige.
Yeah, well, he heard that beige would sort of attract the eye away from eggs.
Yes.
So he's just going for a beige heavy look.
I'm looking at those scrambled eggs, and I'm wondering if he would look better in jewel tones. Or
I'm trying to find a nice open jacket.
Yeah,
here.
definitely. If you can find any sort of good blazer.
Ooh, perfect.
Oh yeah, that's it for sure.
For color, what do you think? Are you thinking of beige?
I'm thinking of maybe just a good beige. Yeah. Now for pants, he did work on the radio, and you know how they have those desks,
Yeah.
so you can't really see anything below the belt. So really anything could have been going on.
He could really
below
have
there.
anything going on that. So let's take a look real quick. Now he is sitting for extended periods of time, so he's gonna need some ventilation in there. And I think,
yeah.
He's gonna need to keep one of his legs cool. It's that thing at night when you're getting sleepy and you stick one leg out to cool down your whole body. He's sitting down all day. He doesn't want to get too dry down there. He keeps one leg out there.
Yeah, and like halfway through the day, he takes them off and then switches them on backwards to air out the other side.
Just to keep things classy, he's gonna keep these beige too.
The thing I like about his one open leg is that sort of as if you were to look at a psychology textbook, he's highlighted it as if to say, look at this, this is important.
Yeah, and now he can do this. He can sort of walk to you with his left to you, and you'll say, my goodness, Frasier, why aren't you wearing your pants? That's Niles.
Yeah.
And then you say, oh, aren't I?
It's so true.
Or he could go, or he could do the other thing. He could walk past you and say, and you say, Frasier, looking good today.
I love those pants, Frasier.
What pants?
Oh, we've focused so much on the scrambled eggs part. Obviously, if the theme song is, talking about the plot line, it's going to be tossed salad on the other side of this coin. I want to make him dress a little bit more like a tossed salad.
Let's do it. So we'll go ahead and we will grab our Niles face here.
Yeah, get that Niles face.
In the deep tongue, as it were. It's getting a little hard to line up the eyes here.
Yeah, that is going to be a bit of a challenge, Pat, because one of the eyes is much larger than the other. But I do want... Okay, Pat, can you just make sure, as I don't... like, the eyes, you can move them around as much as you need, but I do need him to be telling his enemy to hide. There is some we're talking about psychologists here. He understands how important intimidation is.
He's read the Sun Tzu. He knows. So it's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to line up the face and make that happen. But if you were to upload this image again, not as a face photo, I could place it elsewhere on him. So
okay, yeah. I'll upload that one too really quick.
All right, so let's get to work really quickly on the all the accoutrement that will make our Niles Crane pop.
Yeah, so I've given you I've uploaded a tossed salad for you, but I think it starts from the top.
He would never hide this body, so I'm thinking we'll just throw a nice open blazer
it seems
over there, and then
should be right in there. Yeah. Now it's okay. Actually, Pat, can you pause for just a second?
Sure.
I 100% would wear a blazer that had a tossed salad pocket. Like that would be real cool, but it does need to be way bigger. Yes.
There's the tossed salad man himself.
It's so strong, Pat. That's such a good suit jacket.
And we should probably do the same pattern on the pants, right?
Yeah, probably.
Niles the salad man.
It's so good. Do you think he comes out shoeless?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with that right there.
You had a little tattoo that you'd like to see, right?
I think we're missing one last very important part. Again, I couldn't get the face out of it. Just obviously, Photoshop doesn't have those capabilities, so I did have to just put the whole thing there. So as long as hide is right there on the belly button, there we go. That's I think very intimidating. A strong show. Yeah.
There we go.
That's good.
Cool. All right. I think we've got our Frasiers.
I think our Frasiers are just prepped and ready to roll. Now, Jenna, you've come to join us here in this slam.
Yes.
Because you, of maybe anyone in the entire office, has actually watched one episode of Frasier.
I've watched a lot.
So we worked really hard on this. Neither one of us has seen Frasier. We've both heard the theme song. We knew that he had scrambled eggs on his face.
Oh, no.
So it's also scrambled eggs all over his body.
How did you... I'm sorry. Is there an option, a clothing option that is one-legged suit? Is that a legitimate, or have you done some editing?
So we haven't seen an episode of the show. Our theory is that, like, he sits down all day, he might get hot, and he sort of similar to sticking one leg out from under your bed sheets. He wears one leg of the pants.
He looks like jaundiced Benjamin Franklin.
So now we went a sort of different direction for Niles. We were looking at pictures and we're like, he looks exactly like the same dude as Frasier. So we assumed that he was the tossed salad to Fraser's scrambled eggs. So we gave him a cool outfit here.
And I hope you'll notice that also.
Does he have a face on his stomach?
Yes, he does.
Can I say his skirt is so bouncy? His skirt has a lot of motion, which I like in a skirt.
Yeah, it really.
I am worried about seeing more of that thigh than I.
Oh, there you go.
There you
Just
go.
for you.
Ooh, he's angry.
Why does he look like Two-Face?
Well, that's just what happens when you try to put 2D into 3D.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, there was a couple episode arc where he gets badly scalded by
Really?
some acid. Yeah. And
I have no idea. I have never seen an episode of Frasier, so I don't know if you're fucking.
I
with me.
literally cannot tell.
I am fucking with you.
Well, that's
Okay,
good to
all right.
know. So these two brothers, do they fight in the game or in the show?
In the show, yeah. I would say constantly. It's mostly verbal pecking. Not
Okay.
even really sparring.
Does this ever happen?
Once or twice. I appreciate the very firm butt push.
Yeah,
was involved in
he
that
grabs
move.
right up in that tossed salad and he throws him right to the ground.
Let's just get these two side by side. Size comparisons. Do they look about right to you?
Yes, Niles is certainly the smaller of the two, and that was also a thing that was kind of like a catchphrase on the show. Is why doesn't Frasier, the larger of the two, not simply eat the tossed salad?
Oh wow, going for the roll up pretty early here.
Yeah,
so that is really crafty from Niles. It seems in character for him to sort of try to steal the win like that early on.
I'm gonna try to start playing a bit more neurotically. I feel like what I've been
Could be
doing.
twitchier.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's definitely more. There's more thought process going into this.
Oh, you can see so much of his thigh when he crouches like that.
That's again part of his thing to surprise his older brother. It's all they both show their thighs in a display of dominance.
We were talking in our Seinfeld episode that George and George and Jerry sort of represent different parts of the same psyche, and I feel like Niles and Frasier have to be the sort of same thing. Good Lord, look at the
Wow,
strength of
Niles.
Niles.
He's just he's
a lot of protein in that salad.
yeah, man.
Would Niles and Frasier get into sort of sticky situations like this, where they would be forced to wrestle each other in front of a large crowd of people?
This, I think this is very much a thing that would happen on Frasier, but maybe they would have rapiers and they'd be fighting.
Oh, okay.
And then Niles would take it a little too far.
Okay.
okay.
And then Frasier would probably stab him for real.
Oh, wow.
I think
Okay.
that's sort of like what the Frasier IRL version of this would be.
Gotcha.
Stabbing.
So a bit more, maybe a bit more eloquent here. Is that
A
what?
bit higher class.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry, I got so distracted by the action just then.
There's a lot of action going on right
Niles
here.
is just like throwing
hoisting his larger brother.
It feels like Frasier knows that the Blues are calling once again. And oh god,
man.
You've got him pegged.
yeah, man, this is some real work right here. I again, it almost seems unfair from just how absolutely shredded Niles is. Like, oh goodness, this.
Tossing that salad.
So the thing about Frasier is that Frasier is like super well known and popular and famous
Yeah.
because he has a radio show.
Yeah.
But he's not doing like real psychology. He's doing like TV, radio psychology. You know,
Okay.
he's the Dr. Phil of psychology.
Gotcha.
And Niles is super jealous because nobody knows who he is or cares, and his life is miserable. And he's got his own psychological issues, but he refuses to address them.
Okay, I like
Okay,
this.
this
So
is-
let's
yeah.
try to sort of bring that out in your character. a
Okay,
little
in this
bit
in
here.
this final thing, it's again he's not even trying to pin, he's just trying to hurt right
Yes.
now. He just
He's
really
spiteful. Now, would perhaps one of them become unhinged and maybe reach under the ring for a weapon that would get them in trouble?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
I think
well, let's just.
they're
Well,
neither
we don't want
of
the ref
them.
to see this, so.
Oh my god.
Neither of them would be above this.
It's hard to hit someone when they're oh god. I've never seen a win by just
Yeah, that's really
destroying their
strange.
sternum.
Yeah.
Just killed him.
This is
just
really
killed him.
it's I mean that's certainly one way to finish a wrestling match. Jenna, from your Frasier experience,
Yes.
does this really show the sibling relationship between these two Cranes.
I think as accurate as anything could outside of the regular show. Actually, I think it's more accurate to their characters than most of the episodes of the TV show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
you think we've done a better job
I think you've surpassed Frasier with the sort of the look at the inner lives of these characters.
Yeah. Wow. This is what you're saying is their mental battle personified.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we really saw oh God.
Especially right there.
Yeah, this is really the defining moment.
Just the topsy-turvy world of two brothers.
I am going to go ahead and save this one.
This goes into Pat's personal collection.
Yeah, and also the little upskirt that we get on Niles right at the end is so perfectly symbolic of like just the whole Frasier show. Mm-hmm. Just constantly getting a mental upskirt on Niles.
Oh, thank you so much, Jenna.
Thank you.